Hey guys, this is Iga, Andrew, and Steph from AftermathReviews.com, and today we're bringing you a review for the movie Sucker Punch.
Ooh!
So the story of Sucker Punch is about a 20-year-old girl who gets institutionalized for killing her younger sister.
Yes, and really early on in the story, the mental institution actually turns into a whorehouse.
A burlesque-style whorehouse. And during her time there, they kind of force her to dance on stage uncomfortably and a little bit awkward. So while she's dancing, she kind of switches into this fantasy world where she's, you know, an action hero. And
yeah, it plays through like video games kind of. Yeah,
it's almost like every time she goes into this fantasy world, it's a different setting, something different happening.
Yeah, definitely.
There's like two worlds in the movie, and
there's three worlds. There's like reality, and this inner reality, and like the fantasy world. It's weird.
Keeps switching through between them.
So the key character in the movie is Emily Browning. What do you guys think of her acting in this movie?
It wasn't great.
No.
I mean, it kind of resembled the acting throughout the movie from all the characters.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I mean, acting in general sucked, but
it was pretty dry.
She was very just like cold.
Yeah,
she had no emotion. Considering what had happened, it was just very. It was fake. It was very fake.
Yeah,
it wasn't really believable. She was kind of cute, a nice girl for the role, but her acting just didn't cut it.
Very pretty girl. She didn't have to, like, she didn't have any emotional scenes. She kind of just relied on her good looks.
An actor that was alright, though, for me at least, was Oscar Isaac, who played Blue Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job. He's a villain, and he wears this, like, shady little mustache.
I hated it. The whole movie, I just
creepy.
wanted to rip it off. He drove me nuts. He's such a douchebag, his role. But even watching him play the role, I didn't really think he fit it right. For me, he was too young. He was playing almost like this sort of pimp character where he was running the burlesque house, but he looked like he was like 24 years old.
For me, I was okay with that. I think he did it well. I think he did a good job.
He was alright,
I'd say mediocre at best.
So we can talk about the presentation of the movie, which is the only thing that was good about this movie. Director Zack Snyder did this. He also did 300 and Watchmen, so it has that same kind of style to like a graphic novel. And it's
disappointing that the other movies that he did were so good.
Oh, I know. The story, there was just no story to back up these visuals.
Exactly.
The visuals are really good.
The visuals were great. You can see similarities in the sort of style that Zack Snyder does.
Yeah, and it plays through, it looks a lot like video games would, and like the storylines follow video games. So if you're a video game fan, watching it was pretty cool. Like, I really enjoyed the visuals.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately, it wasn't enough to even like bear the movie.
The music in the movie was really good too. It
That's
went well with the visuals. It pumped me up, and I really needed that.
It's like a 2-hour music video, though. That's what I felt like. I felt like it was just watching a 2-hour music video where I wasn't really invested in any of the characters. It was, but it was cool to look at. So the presentation was good.
The audio they chose, though, I thought it supported like the emotional feelings for the different roles in the movie. So the audio, I really like that aspect of it too. But
yeah, so overall, I mean, Sucker Punch was like a really attractive person that you go up and talk to, and as soon as they start saying something, you're just like, oh my god, you're so dumb.
It's a good way to characterize it. Yeah.
I almost feel like it might have been a little bit of a different experience seeing it in 3D because there's a lot of like
good opportunities.
A lot of points where bullets are flying.
It
might have been a little bit better, but overall, it was just the visuals were great. Acting story was really lacking.
What you're imagining right now, you control this world.
So overall, I'd recommend not seeing it at the theaters. Hold off a little bit and check it out when it comes out on DVD because you may not want to sit through 2 hours watching it.
Kind of a waste of 2 hours.
Exactly.
You could do better things.
I'm gonna be honest. Even the DVD thing, I'm not even sold on.
Play it in the background while you're doing something else.
There you go.
That's perfect. Yes.
Good idea.
So what'd you give it for percent?
You know, even though the story and all that was lacking, I almost kind of expected it a little bit. For me, I more or less went to see it for the visuals. So that being said, I'm gonna give it a 60.
Oh, all right. What'd you give it?
Well, considering that it focused only on the theme of the exploitation of women and it didn't really go beyond that at all. I mean, that's been done before. It's kind of shallow, really annoying. I'm giving it a 42 thumbs down.
Wow.
I hated this movie. I thought I was gonna at least be able to appreciate the visuals. Like, I'm a gamer, I like that style, and I'm gonna give this a 30. I hated this movie. Yeah, it was just so shallow.
Wow.
There was nothing to it. I do not recommend seeing it. Hopefully they can do something better. Zack Snyder can actually pull off a better movie next time. And keep
big
building.
disappointment.
Yeah, huge disappointment.
I'd say it's average. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't good. It was less than good.
Yeah. Steph needs to be sucker punched.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.